ይሰገድ አዲስ አበባ የኢትዮጵያ ናት ናት አዲስ አበባ የሁላችን ናት ናት አዲስ አበባ ላይ ገረባ ምኒልክ መሆኑን እንዲያተ ወክበቀቱ እሺ አንድ በጣም ውስጤን የነካው የመጨረሻ መፎክር እዚህ ጋር ስላየው ነው የአማራ ህዝብ ምርጥ ህዝብ እንጂ መሪ የለውም የአማራ ህዝብ ምርጥ ህዝብ እንጂ መሪ የለውም እናመሰግናለን ስለዚህ ወደ መልእክቶችን እንመለስ በፕሮግራም እንመጣበታል ችግር የለም መልእክቶችን
እኔም ፋኖ ነኝ አትግደሉኝ ብለን ድምጻችንን ለማሰማት ነው ፋኖ ለከፈለው መስዋዕትነት መመስገን መሸለም መበረታታትና ዕውቅና መሰጠት ሲገባው በየመንገዱ እየታደነ በየቤቱ እየተለቀመ በተኛበት በቦምብ እየተገደለ ነው ይህ አስነዋሪ ድርጊት ኢትዮጵያዊ የሆነ ሁሉ እንዲቃወመውና የፋኖ ውለታ በዚህ መልኩ መከፈል እንደሌለበት ድምጻቸው ማሰማት ይኖርባቸዋል ዛሬ ለፋኖ ድምጽ ሆነን ብንወጣ በአማራ ህዝብ ላይ በየቦታው የሚደርስበት ጥቃትና ሰቆቃ ሳናነሳ ማለፍ አንችልም ብዙ ችግር አለ ጊዜው እየከፋ ነው ስለዚህ ሁላችንም ፋኖ ሆነን ካልተወጣ ነው ከዚህ የከፋ ህልውናን የሚያሰጋ ሁኔታ ላይ ይጥለናል ፋኖ ነኝ ማለት ለኛ ለትውልድ ኢትዮጵያን ምንድነው አሜሪካን ሀገር እየኖርን እንደነሱ ታጥቀን ውጊያ መሄድ አንችልም ግን በብዙ ነገር ህዝባችንን መርዳት እንችላለን አንደኛ ህዝባችን ላይ የሚደርሰውን ግፍና ዘር ተኮር ጥቃት ማውገዝ ፌስቡክ ትዊተር ላይ አክቲቭ መሆን ሁለተኛ አድቮኬሲና ዲፕሎማሲ ላይ መስራት ቦታችንን ሌቨሬጅ አድርገን ተጠቅመን ኮንግረስ ያሉ ተወካዮቻችን ፖሊሲ ሲያወጡ የአማራውንና የሀገራችንን ጥቅም የሚጠብቅ እንዲሁም መንግስት ላይ ጫና እንዲያደርጉ ማድረግ ሶስተኛ በገንዘብና በቁሳቁስ መርዳት አራተኛ በኢትዮጵያ ላለው አማራ እንዲደራጅ በሐሳብ መደገፍ አምስተኛ በአካባቢያቸው ያሉ የአማራ ማህበራትን በመቀላቀል ለአማራ ህዝብ አጋርነትን ማሳየት እንግዲህ እዚህ ስንገኝ ዝም ብለን መተን ተሰብስበን ይሄድን እንዳይመስላችሁ እዚህ ዛሬ እንደዚህ ተሰብስበን ባንድ ላይ መገኘታችን ትልቅ
አትሙትብኝ አረሞላ ያትሙትብኝ አጋሽ አትሙትብኝ ገና አልጨረስኩት ጉዳይ አለብኝ በሉልኝማ
መልእክት አለው ይሄው አንደኛው በኢትዮጵያ ላሉ ለመላው አማራ ትልቅ ድጋፍ ይሰጣል ሙቭመንት ይጀምራል ያበረታታል እንደምታውቁት ብዙ የተቃውሞ ሰልፎች አቴንሽን ይስባሉ ብዙ ሰዎች ያውታል ይሄም ደግሞ በመንግስትም ላይ ሆነ በማንኛው አማራን በሚያጠቃ ድርጅት ላይ ጫና ይጥላሉ የሚሰራው ግፍ እንዲቆም እንዲቀንስ ያደርጋል አትርሱ አማራው ከምናስበው በላይ ኃይል አለው ኃይላችንን መጠቀሚያው ጊዜው አሁን ነው አመሰግናለሁ አሁን ደግሞ ቢኒያም ተላውን ያደርጋል
Thank you very much for having me. My name is Binyam Katao. I'm the son of Dr. Katao Jigger, the NASA scientist and politician. But just like many people here, in my family line, we have people that have helped build Ethiopia. My great-great-grandfather was Fatauri Gebriye, the main general to Emperor Tedros. And my great-grandfather was Kanyazmach. My grandfather was a sergeant in the army fighting against the Italians. And this is the legacy of the people that stand up for Ethiopia. Every person here has a similar story. So the question is, when is Ethiopia going to stand for us? When is the rest of Ethiopia going to say, Baka? Right now what's happening is the Ethiopian government is killing the same people that kept the TPLF, Tigrayan People's Liberation Front, and the Oromo Liberation Front from taking over Addis, the Fanos. The Fanos, the Amhara volunteers, the Amhara militia volunteers, literally sold simple things, cattle, everything, in order to buy guns to protect Ethiopia. But now they're being betrayed, they're being attacked, they're being assassinated by the Ethiopian government, and we're saying that's enough. Baka. Do you agree with me that we say this enough? Do you agree with me that it's time to say?
بدمنا باطن تاجر يمتسرا هاجر عطافي تاريخ سفي هاجر مسراس لهاجر موت عند جبوت مات كدا عند كبتوت مات الندا.
Enough. Fanos are the original patriots of Ethiopia. They stopped everything in their lives to defend Ethiopia. Right now, it's the Amhara region, the Afar region that's protecting Ethiopia. But the Ethiopian government is betraying Amhara and Afar region. We stand with Amhara region. We stand with the brave fighters in Afar. And we say, Baka. We're asking the rest of Ethiopia to stand up and understand what's happening right now. We have to start having the honest dialogue, the honest conversation. For the last 50 years, there's been a dance between Tigrayan control, Tigrayan extremist control, and Oromo extremist control of Ethiopia. There's 90 ethnic groups in Ethiopia. There's more than enough room for everyone to be happy, healthy, get along. But that's not what's happening. As a result, we have an Amhara genocide that's going on. Amharas are attacked daily. Out of the over 110 million Ethiopians there, 11 million are now displaced. And this is happening because of people that are associated with the Tigrayan Liberation People's Front and the people that are associated with the Oromo Liberation Front. That's it. We solve those two problems, we have a peaceful Ethiopia. So when is Prime Minister Abiy going to stand up for the innocent? When is Prime Minister Abiy going to stand up for the Fanos, for the Amharas, for the Afars? I'm confused. We stood up for Ethiopia. Whether it was here, whether it was there, we were the first ones. You can never tell and say that an Amhara as a group or as an individual gave up on Ethiopia. There's no liberation fronts. There's no desire to separate or destroy Ethiopia. Look around. We only have the Ethiopian flag. There's only the Ethiopian flag. But the two groups, the TPLF and the OLF, keep destroying Ethiopia. And there are groups in the United States that are betraying. Us and Ethiopians. And then they tell us to be quiet. There are people here in our community that tell us to be quiet when we talk about the Amhara genocide. When we talk about the needs of the Amhara people. When we talk about the needs of the Afar people. When we talk about the needs of Ethiopia, they say be quiet. So I say to you, don't work with those people. They're liars. When they raise the Ethiopian flag, they're just trying to take your money. They're trying to take your free work. They're lying to you that they care about Ethiopia. They don't. They cared about Ethiopia, they'd be here today. They cared about Ethiopia to attack the exact people that kept him in power. The Fanos did that. The Afars did that. They kept Ethiopia together when Abiy Ahmed's Oromo-led generals ran and hid. Cowards. But the Fanos stood and protected Ethiopia. The Afars stood and protected Ethiopia. Why is it so difficult to be honest about that? Well, maybe the intentions of too many people in Abiy Ahmed's government is to make an Oromo-controlled Ethiopia, just like the Wayanis had for 30 years. And we have to be honest about that. There's lots of signs. Started with Burayu, suburb of Addis Ababa, 2018. The Oromo extremists sent young people, Keros they call them, and they literally called out Amaras and Gurages, killed them in the streets. This is the capital city of Ethiopia. Would any American allow that to happen in Washington, D.C., or Los Angeles, or New York? No. So we say, Baka. We say, Baka. And we demand that the rest of Ethiopia stands up for the rights of the Amaras, for the rights of the Afars, for the rights of the rest of Ethiopia. There cannot be this hegemony, this control, this dance between extremist Tigrayan ideology and extremist Oromo ideology. You know what's going to happen if it continues? War. You think?
ገና አልጨረስኩት ጉዳይ አለብኝ በሉልኝማ